Hi guys, it's Synolve. How you guys doing? Sure hope you are doing well. I'm doing well. I'm doing excellent. Hope you guys are having an amazing day. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. Today, we are talking about I cracked the code. Yes, I cracked the code. Feeling is the secret. Now, we're going to hop on into this powerful, amazing message because, y'all, I cracked the code, okay? And I know some of y'all cracked the code too, so go ahead and put it down in the comments below. I cracked the code, and if you haven't already cracked the code, by the end of this video, you will. So you got to stay tuned to the whole video. Now, go ahead, like, comment, share, subscribe, okay? Be a part of the family if you're not already. And if you are a part of the family, kudos to you, okay? I love you so much. And for those of you who are coming, joining our family of powerful, amazing manifestors, creators, and crafters of their own reality, I am so grateful and thankful for you. Now let's go. Let's roll. Let's hop on into it. Okay. I cracked the code. Feeling is the secret. Now, this is based on Neville Goddard and the Law of Assumption. And so there are so many things out there with Neville Goddard, and he's just such a prolific and such an amazing teacher. He is a mystic. He is a shaman, man. Ladies, friends. He heard from the Most High. He had some deep knowledge, time with spirit in the vortex, in the infinite field, in the spiritual realm, listening and getting these downloads and sharing this secret, amazing information in these messages with us. And am I so grateful. He was on television for several years in California, and he traveled and did tours and speeches and lectures. He also really wrote amazing books and had recordings. He's amazing. And so this is based on his teachings, but also you'll hear echoes of this, of his teachings. And, of course, he got his teachings from Abdullah, but you'll, the Ethiopian monk. And so Rabbi, you'll hear echoes of this in Abraham Hicks in that teaching. You'll hear it also in Reverend Ike. You will hear this in so many different places. You'll hear it in the book, The Secret. You hear this in so many different places because it works. All right, so now one of the things, a feeling is a secret that I realized. Now, it doesn't have to be an intense feeling, right? When you're trying to manifest something. And so with the law of assumption, what you want to do is assume, right? You want to assume your reality. You want to assume what it is, the state of what it is that you want to manifest, that you're manifesting. You want to assume a state of being. You want to assume that state. So if you were in a poverty situation, lack situation, and you want to be in wealth, and that's your desire. You want to be wealthy. You want to be stable. You want to be prosperous. You want to be abundant. You have to assume a wealthy, abundant, prosperous state. I am prosperity. I am wealth. I am abundant. If you are wanting to manifest love or a partner, a husband, a spouse, or a wife, whatever it is for you, then you have to assume the state of love, of feeling love, being love, right? Whatever your state of being health, if you're manifesting health, then you have to be in a state of healing and knowing that you are healed, knowing that you are well, and all is well with you. So it's all about manifesting the state and the feeling first. Now, I cracked this code. The code is, okay, it's based on the law of assumption. Yes, you have to assume the state, but the second most important thing you have to understand is the law of reversibility. Yes. Now, I'm going to read from my notes, okay, because I want to get this perfectly right, okay? When I saw this, when I found this, I was like, yes, 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 yes. The law of reversibility is a concept in Neville Goddard's manifestation techniques that states that every effect has a cause. It's based on the idea that feelings and behaviors can lead to each other and vice versa, okay? It's based on the idea that feelings and behaviors can lead to each other and vice versa, okay? Explanation. The law of reversibility states that if you can produce a certain feeling, the cause of that feeling will follow. For example, if you want to, if you want a new car, if you're trying to manifest a new car, then you have to assume the feeling and assume the state that would make you feel like you already have that car, right? You create an imaginal act that makes you feel like you already have that car. You driving around, maybe you even go to the dealership, right? If there's a new dress you want, a new house. I've talked about that with me. I would sleep in this house at night. I would sleep in every night before I go to bed. I would sleep in my mind, in my imaginal movie that I was making. I would feel it, right? I'd feel it. I go to sleep and I'm in this house and I'm dreaming, before as I drop off to sleep, I'm in this house. I dream I'm in the bedroom. I've decorated it. I've dreamed I'm cooking in the kitchen. Y'all, excuse me. Grab y'all some water, okay? All right. I dream that I am taking a shower. I'm walking in the backyard, going to the mailbox, all the things. So it means that you're living in the end, right? You're assuming that the wish has been fulfilled. And this is the basis of the law of assumption. This is positive. You want to, create positive things in your life. And you have this, what Abraham Hicks calls expectation. You have this feeling of expectancy. You're expecting this to happen and you're feeling as if it's already done, right? You're living in the end as if it's already done. So let me tell you more about the law of reversibility, okay? This is so important. This is the code. This is it. You got to listen to the end, okay? The law of reversibility is this idea that can be summed up this way. It sums up the understanding that in life, things move in both directions, right? They're bidirectional, multidirectional, back and forth, all right? So, for example, if light makes heat, then heat makes light. Y'all, you're going to get it in a minute. Come stay with me now. If light makes heat, if you are sitting under those old light bulbs, y'all, if you came up when I came up, they tell y'all in the summertime, I grew up in the South, I grew up in Mississippi, turn them lights off because the light is hot, okay? So if light makes heat, those old lights were hot and they would make heat. So if light makes heat, then heat can also make light. So if you're going camping, right, or you're outside and you have a bonfire, you're at a tailgate and you have a bonfire, then that fire is going to make two things, right? It's going to make light, right? If it's deep, if it's at night, and it's going to make what? Heat is going to make heat because, usually football games are generally in the winter, in the fall and winter. They can be kind of, quite cold. It can be cool outside, okay? So it's going to make light and it's going to make heat, right? And so there are other examples, like, for example, water. Water can make ice, but ice can also make water. You got it. You got an A. All right. You got 100. Look at y'all over there answer questions. Okay. Same thing. So if snow, rain, if it's really, really cold, it's gonna make snow. So water makes ice. Then ice can also make water. So if you melt the snow, it's gonna make what? Water. Okay. So y'all, you see how that works? It goes both ways, right? Light can make heat, but heat can also make light, okay? And we use the example of like a bonfire at night, those old light bulbs that we used to have, okay? So heat can also make light, okay? So if you're having a bonfire and it's at night, it's gonna make two things, heat and it's gonna make light. But if we just concentrate on light, light makes heat, like electricity, right? And heat makes light. Okay, all right. Water makes ice. There you go. And ice makes water. Okay, see how it's reversible? This is the law of reversibility. Law of reversibility, girl. I don't know what I said, sir. Okay, law of reversibility. So there's so many examples of this. Now, this is the crux. This is it right here. The one that we need to focus on, and the one that's so important here, is that if particular feelings lead to behaviors, then those behaviors will lead to feelings. Okay. Now, I like to do it this way. If behaviors lead to feelings, then feelings can lead to behaviors. If things will emote a feeling, then a feeling can emote a thing. Law of reversibility, both ways. This is how it works. If someone gives you roses, you're going to have an emotion of happiness. How are you going to feel? How are you going to feel? Put in the comments below. Someone gives you flowers. Happy, joyful, love, right? It's you know, you're going to feel excited, surprised, all those things, right? Love. What are the emotions that you're going to feel? So if, in turn, if flowers, okay, or chocolates, yes, chocolates can produce a feeling of someone you love, or someone you are, enamored with, or even you just have a friend or family member, co-worker, someone that you really appreciate gives you flowers, then it's going to produce a certain feeling. By the same token, okay, with the law of reversibility, we're flipping this around, we're coordinating, we're reversing it now, okay? Reverse that thing. Okay, we got to reverse it. So if you are trying to manifest a thing, right, like flowers, okay, if you're trying to manifest flowers, then if you have the emotion, right, that would emote, you have the emotion of happiness, joy, gratitude, love, and you have that in your heart, you believe it, and you have it in your heart, and you practice that emotion, then it, through the law of reversibility, is going to create the thing that you're concentrating on. It's going to create the thing, right? See how that works? Law of reversibility. If someone gives you flowers and you feel love, joy, peace, happiness, okay, all the things, right? Appreciated, grateful. Then if you are grateful and you're happy and you are loved, right, then it will produce the thing. It'll produce the flowers, okay? Or if you're trying to manifest a car, what does it feel like? What do you feel like? What is the emotion? How would you feel if you had the new car? That's why Neville Goddard asked that question, right? How would you feel if you knew what you want and you had a desire and you wanted to manifest a car, and you are having the emotions of happiness and joy and peace and love and just excitement and just stability? You go out there, it's your car, it's a regular day, you're just getting your car and it's peaceful and you're just happy, all the things, right? You know it's there, you trust and believe when you walk out the door it's going to be there, all the things. If you walk in that emotion, then it's going to produce what it is that you desire. Okay, the same way that if you desire a house and you have an emotion, what would it feel like to have this new house, right? You're dreaming until it becomes a reality, but it starts with the feeling. So if you feel like you have this house, right? So in your heart, you do all the things, before you go to bed at night, you are in this imaginal scene, like I, kind of gave you an example. You're washing your hands, you're in the sink, in this beautiful kitchen, in the beautiful bathroom, you're taking a shower, you are decorating, you are out shopping for your house, you're doing all the things for the house, you're taking down the for sale sign, you're going to the mailbox, you're changing your you're changing your address to your new house, you're having a housewarming party, you're walking around just on a regular day cleaning, and you're vacuuming or you're mopping, or you're having someone to come in and clean your house for you. It's a house, you come back in and the house smells so good. It's the satisfaction of putting your dishes up, or going to buy groceries, putting it in your new refrigerator, you're using the washer and dryer, or you're having your maid to come in, wash it, with the washer and dryer, whatever the case may be for you, okay? Whatever case you have in family gatherings, the holidays. So if you're able to see that in your mind, right, and you use your imagination, then you're having the feelings of what it feels like: security, happiness, joy, love, peace, all the things. Then those emotions will create the output of the manifestation. That is the secret. I cracked the code. I cracked the code to feeling is the secret. I cracked the code to feeling is a secret. It's all wrapped up in the law of reversibility. It's all wrapped up in the law of reversibility. I cracked the code. Yes. I love this. I love this because I didn't even know. I had to go through and listen to Neville Goddard read deeply, because I was like, how does this even work? Like, how does this even work? My son is a physics major. He's working on his PhD. He has his master's degree in physics, and he has a bachelor's degree in physics and math. And so my son, he is in physics. He was in STEM. And so my degree is in English. Okay, my degree is in English. My bachelor's degree. I have a master's in communication. So look, and my bachelor's degree was in professional and technical writing. I was a medical writer. So yes, there are things I understand about health and about science, but this was some upper level stuff. Okay. So when I had to go back, and I was like, wait a minute, I remember in science with, that they would talk about the elements and how water makes heat, because it can make steam. It can, you can freeze it. It can be a solid. Y'all remember that? It can be a gas, all the things, right? So if water can produce ice, ice can produce water. It can go back, right? It can reverse itself, right? Within the laws of nature. And the law is the law of reversibility. And that is so amazing. Feelings produce things. Feelings manifest things. Emotions manifest things, good or bad, negative or positive. And that's why you really have to watch your emotions. You really have to watch your emotions, because you're constantly creating all of the time, all of the time, all of the time. You're always creating, always creating. I cracked this code. And, one of the things that was really helpful for me was listening, right? Listening to amazing teachers and learning, and also reading Neville Goddard's work. And that's what really helped me. One of the people who broke this down so amazingly is Adil Islam. I talk about him all the time. He helped me with Neville Goddard. He really did, because I had been exposed to Neville Goddard years ago. And the flowery language, all the things, like I just couldn't, and so I really couldn't get into it. And so then I ran across Adil Islam, right, in 2024, and that started me back on the Neville journey. And I was like, oh, I get it now. Now I get it. And that's what my hope is for you. I hope that as I teach, as I talk to you guys, that I'm simplifying it. I'm breaking it down to the lowest common denominator. So it is simplified because I want you to manifest. I want you to have all the desires. I want you to have all the feels and all the things. I want you to have everything that you desire because you deserve it. You deserve it. Put into practice the law of reversibility. Put it into practice because this is the code. This is the secret of the secret of the secret. This is right. Feeling is the secret. I cracked the code. Finally. Yes. Feeling is the secret. And through feeling and your emotions, you can become an amazing manifester. You already are. Look, you manifested me. I'm sitting here talking to you. You're already looking around at all the things in your life, the amazing things in your life that you have already manifested, right? You've already manifested. There's so much for you to be grateful for, right? There's so many things for you to be grateful for. And I can't wait to hear about all the amazing things that you are continuing to manifest right now. All right. Because now is the only moment. Now is all there is. All right. I love you guys so much. I love you guys so much. This is Synolve signing off. Okay. And I will see you in another video real soon. Bye-bye, guys.